Hey now, everybody. Happy Saturday. I hope you all have had a blessed and prosperous day thus far. And I normally don't come on the weekend, but I got to talk about this tea with that Miss Roz. Yesterday, I wasn't feeling too well. I'll be honest. I was kind of in my feelings. When holidays come around, certain holidays get me down. Because of my loss of my loved ones. And wishing they were able to be around with us. As well as just the memories of different things. And so yesterday was not a good day for me at all. But I woke up this morning. Thank you, Jesus. I felt totally better. I went and got my MRI done and came home and cooked my Easter dinner and got it out the way, as well as made up those Easter baskets. And now I'm just chilling and relaxing. But I said, I can't wait till Monday because I don't want to forget nothing. I have to come out here and say something. Yeah, this is about Roz, as we know, and Dwayne's part two. And I want to let you guys know I believe every word that man's saying, due to the fact that if a question, like I said on my last video about him and her, when a person asks him a question that he doesn't know or that he doesn't want to indulge in, because he from the streets now. It's certain things you just don't do. He always makes it clear. I don't know. I wasn't there. Or no, I ain't gonna do that. No, I ain't gonna say that. So that's how you know when a person is telling the truth. Because if a person really want to come out here and slander you and make you look bad like she does with all her lies towards him, they a basher. They a smasher like a roach, and be making up some of the stuff along the way. You see what I'm saying? But that's a man of certain integrity. He holds fast to the codes. He's still cut from that cloth. That a lot of us are cut from. So it's just certain things we just not gonna do, certain things we just not gonna say, And so that's why I believe him, and I hope you guys do too. And Roz, you can come out here all you want trying to make that man look like a liar, talking about prove this and whatever. Baby, the proof is in the pudding. You have been exposed, and I'm telling you, you need to go on and start running and hiding, because more and more is about to come out on you. And you know what, Raj, you did this to yourself, because you could have came out here and been honest and truthful and said, hey, I'm in a different space in my life right now, from where I used to be, and I'm still evolving, and kept it 100, because it looked like your story. Hey, people love a dysfunctional story. I don't know why, but it's relatable to folks. You see, so in reality, you could have, after gaining your followers, could have left Treese alone a long time ago and start really going into your own life. You see, that you was a straight up scammer. You straight up ain't nothing but old shiesty scammer. You a schemer. You a get over. Like I said, you're an opportunist. You're the type of person that draw off of material things and money. You see what I'm saying? Because you gotta hold up this fake facade, to make it seem like you're something that you really aren't. And that's why I seen straight through you, boo-boo. And so now I can understand why you got that old house full of nice furniture that you brag on so much. You didn't get it honestly, going out working hard like we do, and saving our money and getting the things that we want to fix our homes up. You around here doing insurance schemes. That's what shiesty folks do. They always trying to think of a Pinky and the Brain master plan. And so you done came up and you done did an old insurance scam, and you just one of those type of people. I ain't never did nothing like that, but I know what it's like to hustle. I was a hustler, but I didn't hustle off the back of anybody else. When I was boosting, baby, Dillard's, Famous, Lord and Taylor, all them, they Sears, they all, the J.C. Penney's, whoever I was at, they had insurance on that shit. You see, but you out here trying to scam on real life folks, real life stuff that will get you shipped up out of here. Shipped clean, smooth up out of here if you would have got caught. So that's why I tell you, child, you need to watch how you talk about people, watch the way you move, watch how you call yourself dog and folks, because God has been blessing you. Because it sounds like to me you supposed to been had an old criminal record. Other than, as we know, you and your foster kids, you can't be a foster parent anymore. And why is that, Roz? Why is that? Because of your evil side? Because you only was doing it for money? It wasn't with genuine intent. It wasn't in the intent to help anybody. Like I say it all the time. You are a person that only do things that are going to benefit you. That's why in 2.5 years, you ain't came out here and did no type of giveaways for your people. You don't go out and feed the homeless, but you talk about Sharita and Treese now. See, they do it all the time. That's part of their life. That's part of my life, because I was one of them homeless people. You see, so when I make up my bags and stuff in my care packs, me and my kids, we go and I taught them that about humility, and about getting out and wanting to help another person other than yourself. You see, that's how real people do. That's why you have got to keep your mouth off of real people that's for real on their shit, because you're not. You're just a bum. I ain't gonna call you out your name, but you are a bum, boo-boo. I said it last time. You waiting on me, and like Dwayne said, you always waiting on a handout, boo-boo. You always waiting on somebody to do something for you. But remember when that Christmas fund happened for Sharita? And the people helped her, and like I said on my video, hey, I best believe my kids were signed up for some Christmas programs. You better believe it. I don't give a care where I worked at. If my kids and my family name can go down, you best believe I was out there putting my name down. So ain't a damn thing wrong with getting no help. You see what I'm saying? Because like I said, you can be working and you still living check to check. And when them Christmases and them birthdays, and especially with me, all our stuff is in a row, right? Back to back to back to back. You see what I'm saying? So if you didn't think you can best, now I bought my portion, because ain't nobody giving away nothing that will make a kid feel like they had a full Christmas. But every little thing counts. Every little thing is a blessing. So if I had to go out here and go to the Salvation Army, the Toys for Tots, the 100 and Neediest program, wherever it was, I went. They used to call me resource lady, honey. But you was around here trying to talk about Sharita when her husband died and them people adopted her. But for real, you should have been the one signing up for stuff like that. You see what I'm saying? You should have been the one putting your kids in those type of programs and organizations, due to the fact that you wasn't nothing but a scammer. You wasn't working. You don't really have no skills at nothing, it sounds like, other than laying on your back. Other than laying on your back and waiting on some man to take care of you. You see what I'm saying? Or you, vice versa, have to take care of them. You see? And I believe it all. I believe it all because this real life stuff right here. See, what you've been doing wasn't real. That's why I just couldn't respect you. You thought if you ever thought I believed anything you said, you were sadly mistaken, honey. Because like I say, real eyes know real lies, baby. I'm from these streets. I am from them, and I know and like I say, the only reason you feel you tough and you Billy Badass is due to the fact that you had men around you that was about that life. It ain't because you was really about that life. And then I would like to want to know, who is your children's father? Do you really know? Or you just them type of people that pin well, and it happens, it goes on, pinning babies on somebody you love, thinking that was gonna keep them? Is that what you do? Because sounds like to me, you really and truly don't know who your kids are. And you're a thought pocket, baby. You ran through. You are really ran through. And that's why you really are hating yourself and depressed with yourself and unhappy with yourself inside. You see what I'm saying? And so it makes you be evil. Like that man said you are. He called you a monster. I'd be saying you're a terrorist leader. And you evil, but he called you a monster, baby. I call you a demon too, but that man straight called you a monster, Roz. And that man ain't lying on you. That man ain't lying on you, and you probably jealous. He married, gone on with his life. He was supposed to be marrying you, but you did a bit too much, even with the insurance scam. Come on now, that was that man AAA stuff. Y'all did that fraudulent stuff under his name, and then you had the nerve not to give him none of the money. And Marjanae has been always struggling with her rent. Who needs $5,000 to catch their rent up, boo-boo? It don't sound like to me all this stuff you talk about. Man, I swear, I hope your supporters wake up and see that you are nothing but the fraud and the fake and the phony female that you are. That I always knew you were. You see what I'm saying? You ain't about nothing, Roz. You can come out here and keep on talking and talking heavy and talking like you know ain't nothing bothering you. But baby, when you turn that phone off and you get to yourself, you feeling it, ain't you? You feeling it, baby. You over there dying, ain't you? And that's your business because you made this bed. So now go lay in it. You kept digging them ditches, trying to throw people in a ditch that they didn't even belong in. And now your big old butt then fell over in that ditch. And it's more and more to come because it's folks that's ready to spill the tea on you. And you know, and when people come looking for folks to tell something, it ain't because they lying. It's because they have a dislike for you and they want the world to know who you really are. See, and people probably been watching you all on this YouTube for the past 2.5 years and over there on Facebook, and they just burning it. I'm talking about burning inside. Because they like, this bitch here, knowing that you is full of nothing but SHIT, honey. That's it. So now, since they see it's a way that they can expose you, and if they get to the right avenues and the right people, they're going to put your business all out there in the streets. You think Dwayne said something. It's more to come, Roz. So I'm telling you, you need to calm down. You need to chill out a little bit. You know, because I know you embarrassed. You could try to make it seem like you're not. You could try to make it seem like everybody's lying on you and everybody's jealous of you and all this and all that. But no, the truth shall set you free. And then the thing about it is you got your kids had a real messed up life. I mean, because to hear that you had your boys over there, because now your son trying to jump on you and knock the sleeves up off of you. And then your man come help you. And then your young boys jump them. You see what I'm saying? What kind of drama and mess did you have your children wrapped up in? I just could not see that. I got my kids out here fighting. I've got my kids, and they running around trying to find guns at a young age. They been wanting to tote pistols or was toting pistols. You see what I'm saying? So how could you dare talk about anybody, especially Rita boys, them are college students that are going off doing something with their life, educating themselves. They're into sports. They ain't out here with no bunch of babies like yours. You was a grandmama, all kind of grandkids, God bless them, you know. But these folks ain't out here doing what you doing over there. But you quick to try to talk about somebody. Quick to try to talk about somebody looks. Roz, you can't even close your mouth, honey. Your tongue is very heavy, and that bottom lip, it just hangs. It just hangs, and it kind of make you look like you slow. So that's why you always need to catch yourself and close your mouth and put that lip up, you know, so you can look regular. Because, you know, it makes you look slow, you know. Then I hear you over there dogging autistic kids and stuff out because you didn't even really like them. You only brought them into your home for the almighty dollar. I try to tell folks that you out here only for the almighty dollar. That's why you won't leave Treese alone. And that woman ain't did nothing to you. Not nothing to you. You're way worse than anything you ever put on Treese, honey. Way worse. You see? You really need to stop it because you look like a fool. I'm telling you, you look like a fool. You out here just an evil being. You're just a hateful woman. And you're hateful towards others because you hate yourself. And it makes you feel like, well, what, like Dwayne say, you got low self-esteem. You over there with low self-esteem now. And I know you mad because he didn't marry you, but he done went off and married him another good woman that moved to another state, doing well for herself. You see what I'm saying? While you still sitting over there lonely, by yourself, on YouTube with a bunch of old hackling hands, making up story and lies about other people, other sisters. You see? That's what you got going on. You see? And the more and more come out, I'm telling you, I'm here for it. Because I normally wouldn't have came out on no Saturday. But it's like, I don't even want to forget nothing come Monday or Tuesday. Let me address this right now. Because instead of you taking this negative and turning it into a positive and probably sitting down with your subscribers and making up a lie, because, you know, it ain't going to be the truth, but explaining to them why you didn't broadcast the things that were going on in your life and whatever the case may be, and then going really sitting down, having a live about you, talking about the things that have been exposed, and we all know it's the truth, you still continue to come out here and attack people. Where do they do that at? But you would be the first one to play victim. You see, be the first one. I mean, you didn't call the police to your house umpteenth numbers of times. I bet you ain't no police never been in my house, especially not for my kids. You see what I'm saying? But you got the nerve to talk about people, kids. You got the nerve to talk about folks as mamas and grandmothers. When what? I ain't gonna talk about your grandmother, but what was your mama doing? You see what I'm saying? She missed the mark with you. She missed the mark with you, whether she was on drugs or not. It's a lot of functional drug addicts. You see, that raise their children. You see, we see it all the time in the Caucasian race. But where was your mom at? She really missed the mark with you. Just as well as your daughter ended up being a teenage pregnant person, you were too. You had teenage pregnancy too. You see, then you're around there sleeping all around. That man say you ain't nothing but an old thought pocket, girl. You was hot in them britches back then. That's why you so slow now. You see, and like I say, when I say that, baby, believe me, I was something else too. I was hiding them britches. That's why a piece of old penis don't faze me. I want to get it when I want to get it. Not because I'm hard up for it. Because I didn't had enough of it in my life. You hear what I'm saying? You see? So instead of you keeping it 100 and keeping it real about what's going on with you, you reflected all of your life issues on another woman and another woman's kids. When you around there expose your children to everything up under the sun, not what a good parent would do. You see, because we shield our children, and sometimes we shield them a little bit too much, and they be having culture shocks when they get out here in the world. But that's just being a good parent. You see, that's just being a protective, nurturing parent. And that's something that you weren't. Because like that man said, you was too busy trying to be somebody's friend. I ain't your friend. I birthed you in this world. I'm your mother. You see what I'm saying? Now, I will be your best supporter and your best cheerleader. Because I'm the one got to come for you when anything goes wrong. You see, but I am not your friend. I am not your equal. And see, that's what you should have taught your kids. They were not your equal. And maybe they wouldn't have been putting their hands on you and cussing you out all around that house like that. You see what I'm saying? And for you to just be around her always trying to get over and fraud the system in some kind of way, I'm telling you, I know you are on Section 8. You on Section 8 and you somewhere getting a check because you worked up on that, boo-boo. You knew how to scheme and go on there with Social Security and come up with some type of lie, whatever you did. But you sitting around on a check. You sitting around on some Section 8. You sitting around scheming your supporters, scamming your supporters. And it might not always be monumental at that time, but you're selling them a bunch of dreams. You're selling them a bunch of lies. You see what I'm saying? So that's misleading them, which is doing what for you? Having them come and support you, and it's equaling revenue for you. You see what I'm saying? So the bottom line of this is money. Money. And guess what? Money still ain't making you happy. Money still is not bringing you the joy and the peace that you desire. You see? Because money, the love of money, is the root of all evil. We all know we need money to survive. And everybody want a little piece of change. But see, me, I'm not caught up like that. I've been caught up for years about out there trying to get money. You hear me? And was getting money. You see? But what did that do for me? What did I truly gain? Do I have anything from back then? Hell no, I don't. You see what I'm saying? Did I value a credit report? Did I value saving money in a savings account? Did all the things that grown folks do, did I value taking vacations with some of that money? No, I didn't. And I'm going to be truthful. Because, see, I was too busy trying to run the streets and thought that this thing that we call normal was normal when it wasn't. When I could be so much more further now if I would have had the mind that I have now back then. You see what I'm saying? But I don't regret anything because I'm just blessed to be able to still be here, to be alive, to have these new chances and new opportunities and new open doors to continue to blossom and turn into the woman I was always ordained to be by my Heavenly Father. You see what I'm saying? But I don't really believe you were brought up in the Word. You don't have, you reverence the Lord, but when you reverence in him, it's not in a good manner. It's about things that we all know God ain't got nothing to do with, baby. He's nowhere involved. He ain't playing with you. He's not playing on your team because you running around with the enemy. Do you think he's somewhere in a pot mixed up with y'all? Baby, I think not. I think not. But see, you've always been a manipulator, and that's what you're doing for them people over there. You manipulating them. You see what I'm saying? And I'm telling you, that's a lot of narcissist tendencies because everything is somebody else's fault but Roz. You see, Roz, I tell you, turn that finger around and point it at yourself, or just go in your bathroom and stand in there and look at yourself in the mirror. You see what I'm saying? Because all you doing is everything that's coming out your mouth, you're looking at that person. You see what I'm saying? Because it's all you. It's not anybody else. So that's why it's so easy for that stuff to roll off your tongue like that. And you have no type of remorse or any kind of pain or any kind of sympathy or empathy for anyone when you're talking about their family members, their loved ones, their children, just talking about them in general. You see, because you just are an evil woman. And all these things have happened to you, which I told you. And who didn't have a dysfunctional family? Somebody in their family was dysfunctional. If it wasn't in their immediate home, it was somewhere surrounding them in their surrounding family. Ain't nobody exempt from dysfunction. No one is exempt from problems. You see, people just like to make things look good for the outside world. And I try to tell you, you cannot try to impress or prove anything to the outside world. Because guess what? No matter how much you do, how good you are, it's never gonna be enough. So all you need to focus on is making the better life and best life for you, yourself, your children, your grandchildren, and pleasing God. You see, that's what you need to have been focusing on. But instead, you done came out here and took a platform and been running amok around here. I'm talking about you've been running amok for over 2 years now. And it's time for you to sit down. It's time for you to sit down. Yeah, and Dwayne want to get him a little couple coins. If I'm coming out spilling the tea on somebody like Tasha K and all them, she pay them people when they come and spilling the tea. If I'm coming telling my business and talking about some stuff that went on in my life and somebody else's life, you best believe you're going to pay me for that. So it ain't because he's lying or anything like that. It's because that's just right. That's just right. You go on one of these TV shows and you talking about things, they're going to fly you out, hotel room, feed you, give you a little piece of change and all of the above, right? So what makes that any different from the YouTube streets when people are looking for information? You see, and a lot of folks is hurting. So they gonna be running to that money. Because like I said, you exposed yourself too much out here on these YouTube streets as somebody that you weren't. You displayed yourself as a woman that you ain't even close to. You're so prim, you're so proper, you have the great children, you know, you have this beautiful home, and yeah, you bought that furniture. You bought that furniture off some of that insurance fraud money, and then told that boy, that man that you had to go give your daughter $5,000. Why would you need to give your daughter $5,000 to pay back rent? So they go to show you didn't teach them responsibility. My daughter been gone over 2 years, and do you think she's ever asked me for anything? Ain't asked me for nothing, not nothing. You see what I'm saying? My son-in-law, you think he going to ask his mama about anything? Not at all. You see what I'm saying? Because he was raised up in a good home. You see, he was raised up, and everybody home had a little dysfunction. But for the most part, when it come down to them children, they came first, and teaching them and molding them into decent human beings. You see what I'm saying? So when they get out in this world, they know how to survive. I think your daughter, 30 years old, she should have been and got it together by now, honey. Especially this ain't her first go round, her first run in the mill at things like this. Being delinquent. You know, I bet you all y'all over there got some bad credit. Y'all all jacked up around here. Y'all whole life is full of nothing but BS. That's it. You was a little thought pocket back in your day. You was a little hooker. You was out here looking for the next baller. You see what I'm saying? Because you thought you was fine in that big old booty. See, you got that big old booty. And Big Booty Judy thought niggas was going to take care of her forever. You see what I'm saying? And I don't care if I had a husband or a man that was taking care of me. I'm going to go out and always make my own money because I ain't waiting on nobody to do nothing for me. And then you ain't going to hold nothing over my head. You see what I'm saying? Or the day you decide you want to walk away, I'm stuck like Chuck. You see? I'm going to always get out here and make something happen for me and mine and bring mine to the table and put me a little something to the side too. You hear me? You see? This ain't back in the day. This is not back in the day. You see what I'm saying? You gotta make a way for yourself. And that was something you just wasn't doing. You was out here trying to find your next scam. And YouTube been it. That your last one and your next one, it was YouTube. You came over here and got them, didn't you? Boy, I'm telling you, you cold-blooded, baby. You cold-blooded. You came over here and got them. And been racking up ever since, huh? Been racking up. But like I say, better watch out because them women over there going to play up all up in your face because they ain't no good. Anybody that followed up behind you for that long, they ain't no good, honey. They can't be trusted. If they ran up behind you doing the evil and injurious and hateful things that you have been doing, they cannot be trusted. They not good women. They not good women of substance and character. They just do anything to fit in. Like I say, they want to try to get in where they fit in. And so if that means being slimy and dirtball and scumbaggish, they're going to do it. They're going to do it because they feel like they're part of the Raw Squad. They're part of the Sister Circle. The hell with the Sister Circle and Raw Squad too. Who is any of y'all? All of y'all are some low life. Y'all ain't my kind of women. Y'all are, you couldn't walk next to me. You see what I'm saying? Because I'm going to be side-eyeing you all the time. Because I don't trust you. So my eyes going to be, boy, they going to be cocked like a pistol trying to see what you doing. You see? Because y'all are unpredictable. Y'all are untrustworthy. Y'all are dishonest. You see what I'm saying? Because every last one of y'all got in I drew off of everything that Roz said and agreed with it and then even added more to it. Like everything was facts. And y'all was around here lying on women. Lying on Treese, lying on her kids, making up stuff. Just because Roz said it, that made it right. Roz ain't nothing but a liar, y'all. She's nothing but a liar. You see? Ain't nothing about her real. Ain't nothing about her the truth. That's why her son don't want to have nothing to do with this, due to the fact he's different and you can see the difference. That young man is hurting. And he's not for the BS. He's not for that mess. You see what I'm saying? He really want to steer clear of that. But he done seen that, hey, his mama and his sisters, they making a little change out here on YouTube. He want to find his way. He want to find his way at it. But he's not trying to follow up behind his mother. You see what I'm saying? And I can respect that young man for that. You see? Because, see, he could have hopped on the train, came out here dogging folks, is going off, cussing and fussing, talking about what he was going to do and how he was going to do that and thought he was chin checking somebody. He could have did all that, but he didn't. You see what I'm saying? He's just starting to bring his face to the screen because a lot of men don't like doing that. They don't like social media, but social media is a good way to make money. It's a good way to earn a living. You see what I'm saying? So, or just have it as a side hustle. It bring in your little side hustle money. So you see more and more men coming to social media, making pages and podcasts and things like that. You see what I'm saying? Because, hey, why not? Why not? Everybody else getting a piece of the change, and it's enough for everybody to go around. You see what I'm saying? Ain't none of us paying each other. Other than what y'all giving in y'all super chats and cash apps, but that's because you decided to do that. But for real, for me, I would prefer to just get my check. You see, let me do my commentary, chill and have a good time with my supporters, and let YouTube pay me. You see what I'm saying? Because, see, I've always been a strong, independent woman. And I just never felt right borrowing money from anybody. I just never felt right taking handouts from people. You see what I'm saying? I prefer to do it on my own. Now, like I say, any of these agencies and stuff like that, oh, no, you got the money. Come on now. You see, let me sign my kids up for these Christmas programs. Oh, the LIHEAP paying the gas bills this year. Okay, let me put my name down there. Oh, ESEP paying once a year. They pay one or the other, and you best believe I'm gonna get mine paid. And if you thought I wasn't, you sadly mistaken. I don't care what kind of money I got. You see, I'm still living check to check. I ain't rich. And like I tell y'all, it ain't no such thing as a middle class no more. You either rich or you poor. I'm rich in spirit, but in reality, I'm broke. You see what I'm saying? I'm blessed though. I'm broke, but I'm blessed. You see, because I don't want for anything. I don't want for anything. God is the best provider I could have ever had. I get up and I do my part. And God makes sure he keeps those doors opening for me. You see, and that's what you should have been doing. You should have been relying on the Lord to guide your footsteps and lead you in the right direction, ma'am. And you weren't. You came out here with a bunch of lies, and now they're coming back to smack you in your face. All I've been saying for months is she's on borrowed time. She's on borrowed time. God been saying, I'm going to try to continue to give her a chance. He's been giving you a chance and another chance and another one and so on and so on. And guess what? Roz just wouldn't stop. Roz would not stop. Like I said, you brought your daughters out here to this old nonsense. You see? And they seen it as a way of revenue. You know, all y'all broke. Because like I say, look at Day-Day at her age. Ain't really got no kind of credentials, no education, no kind of experience up under her belt. At 26 years old, girl, I started working when I was 14 years old. That's all I knew. Got my first house when I was 16. Do you hear me? You see? So all I knew all my life was responsibility. You see? And even if I was hustling in them streets, I kept me a little job. You see what I'm saying? I needed me some income tax money and things like that. I was thinking about my future because I knew them streets wasn't going to last forever. You see? But you was always waiting on them handouts and waiting on somebody to come take care of your big old butt while you sat around on your butt and ate and gained weight. And I just don't see it. It couldn't have been me. That's all I'm saying. And I had a street hustler myself. But you best believe while he was out there hustling, I was every day on that bus, clocking in, getting on that bus. You see, every day, Monday through Friday. You better believe it. You see? So I'm just trying to figure a lot of things out because as I hear, even Dwayne knows that all these years you have tried to portray somebody that you weren't. So this is nothing new for you. This is nothing new for you. So that means everybody around you know that you ain't about nothing. Like I say, people are so fake and phony. Yeah, they'll come to your parties. They'll come all over to your house. They'll laugh up in your face and all this old stuff. But they don't really care for you. They don't really care for you. That's why I keep folks from around me. Because I'm too old to be trying to figure anything out. You see, if I don't know it for sure, definitely, I don't need it around me. You see what I'm saying? And see, you like to keep company. And maybe that made you feel good over these years, being able to just throw house parties with your children in the house, you know. They all around watching strippers. And then like I say, that man said John been smoking weed since he was young. You know, you've been letting your kids just get high all around. You high and drunk, huh? That's not no way for you to be trying to raise your children, knowing that sooner or later marijuana is going to make them lose their ambition. They're going to get lazy. They're going to sit around and not want to continue to go to school. You see what I'm saying? Drinking. They're putting their lives in jeopardy when they out in them streets drinking and stuff like that. But you was okay with that, Roz? How dare you come out here and put your mouth on anybody? Please close your mouth. Please, I want to say something else, but please just close your mouth, boo-boo, because you ain't the one. You ain't the one to try to tell nobody nothing about nothing, because as I say, you don't have a leg to stand on. Then, like I say, who is your baby daddies? I do really want to. That's another question. I know you ain't going to answer it to me, but you're going to go on your live and you're going to talk about it. And I might come jump in the bushes so I can hear it, you see. So you better block me, because I'm going to get the tea. But, like I say, Is Dorian Marjorie's daddy? Is Teddy your son's daddy? Or is just all these kids belonging to Big Myron? I don't think so. I don't think so. Because you was getting around. You got around. Like I say, you must have thought your cool cat was going to hook them up. You know, keep them going crazy. You see? But you got ran through. And then every now and then you got chose. You wasn't getting chose all the time. You was just getting ran through. You see what I'm saying? But then you ended up with Dwayne and Myron and whoever, all of them that chose you. You end up getting chose a few times. You see what I'm saying? But in reality, when you're having sex with a whole lot of different people, you don't know who your kid's daddy is. And then even if you do know, when you in love with somebody, you try to pin them babies off on that man, thinking that's going to keep them. And I believe that's you in your situation, allegedly, because I don't know for sure. See, I'm not like you. I'm not going to make anything fact that I don't know, but allegedly. You see what I'm saying? That's the kind of moves that you make. You own that type of time. I'm telling you, girl, you ain't nothing but a bum. You're a pure bum. That's why this money right here is like the most money you've touched in your life. If you weren't coming up with some kind of plot or scheme or pinky in the brain ass scam. You see what I'm saying? So this money right here, because you didn't work. You weren't out here working and building revenue, and getting nice checks and excelling and getting raises or moving and evolving and going into other jobs that paid more with better benefits and things like that. That wasn't something that you were doing, like I say. So you weren't privileged to be able to have a good living. You had to wait on somebody else to provide something for you, or you went out and did any means necessary to obtain this type of life. So what do we call that? What do we call that? I'm trying to think of a word for that, other than a whole fake life, a whole phony life, a whole facade. I can't. Somebody give me a word down in the comments. What you would call this woman right here? And like I said, I would never have, I called you a woman, but I don't have no respect for you, and I don't look at you like no real woman, because you 50 years old and you still on that bullshit, girl. You see, by now you should be tired. You've been running amok your whole life. I know you are mentally drained. I know you are physically drained. You see, you should give it up. Give it up. I'm telling you, you need to go pray and talk to the Lord and get in that word, girl. Because like that man said, and I've been saying it, a lot of skeletons going to fall out your closet. And he said, you got a whole lot of them. He said, you got a whole lot of them, girl. Tell the truth, shame devil, Dwayne. I'm sure listening. Come on with some more. Come on out here, Corey. Come on out here, whoever else finna come and pounce down on Rosalind Knight. And I don't feel sorry for you, because you deserve it. I have sympathy for people. I don't want to see it break you, but I would like to see you bend just a little bit, because you've been trying to break people for the longest, you see. So I would like to see you bend a little bit, and I hope that it make you straighten up your back and come on and do something right, instead of always out here choosing to do wrong. You see, you made this bed, so now it's time to go lay in it. I don't care how pretty that bedroom set is. It was bought fraudulently. It wasn't with hard-earned money. You see, that living room set, you brag about all that old stolen ass shit around there. That man say you be stealing. You a thief, girl. You a thief. You like the thief in the night. That's how you came and snatched all them people up over there. You came in like the thief in the night. And they was looking for love. They was yearning for something. They wanted friendship. They wanted bonds. They wanted to fit in somewhere. And so, hey, they just came on over there and got on that old bull crap with you. So that's how I go to say again about them. They ain't about nothing either. Birds of a feather flock together. Because, see, me, myself, I wouldn't have been able to sit over there and listen to you for no long time with all that nonsense and all that downgrading somebody and acting like you better than somebody. Girl, the CEO ain't no better than the janitor. Because as well as the CEO standing up there, he can fall down. And just as well as the janitor low, he can stand up. You see? So ain't nobody better than nobody, because the tables can turn any given Sunday. You see what I'm saying? So you got to keep yourself humble. Keep yourself grounded. See, not be so prideful. I had to teach my son about pride. You see, he had a thing with pride. He was a prideful young man. And God put him on his face. And guess what? He was in a football game. And put him down. And ankle was all messed up. And that was because he thought he was the best football player out there on that field. And I used to tell him, come on now, this is team effort. Team effort. It's not about you. You see what I'm saying? And you're not the star. You could be the star, but even if you are the star, guess what? You still keep your people with you and around you. You never look down on them. You see what I'm saying? And when that happened, that young man humbled himself in the Lord because he understood where I was coming from then about being a prideful person and not having humility when it comes to certain things. You see? And you need to listen to that. You need to take a chapter out that book because you are a very prideful woman. And because you are so prideful, you can't even admit when you're wrong. You want to minimize all of your nonsense instead of just calling it like it is. And you should be breathing in and breathing out and saying, "Oh God, I'm so glad I don't have to fake no more. Y'all know whoever gonna stay along here with me, and we gonna start all over. Y'all stay, and whoever gonna go. You see what I'm saying? But I can finally breathe because I ain't got to keep coming out here lying. You see, that should be a release for you, but not you. You still got to keep up that nonsense. Come out here with all these old lies and telling somebody to prove something and all this. Girl, ain't nobody got to prove nothing because the proof is already in the pudding. And I'm telling you, the truth ain't never needed no support, honey. It didn't need nobody to back it up. Never. Never. Because truth is truth. You see? You got to lie and tell another lie and tell another lie and keep on lying. You see, and that's what you've been doing. But when you telling the truth, you ain't got to keep on doing nothing. You told your truth and you stood in it. Come on, stand in it, Roz. Come on out and just stand in it. Because like I say, the more and more people come out talking about you, I am all the way here for it. I don't wish you any harm. That's one thing I don't do. I don't wish harm on anybody. But like I say, I want to see you bend just a little bit so you can sit around and see how it feels. Get a taste of your own medicine and see what it feels like to do the things that you have been out here doing to people. You see? Because Treese and her children and her family did not deserve that. They didn't deserve that at all. And now, you know, Sharita go hard in the paint. DJ go hard in the paint, baby. That's why you too scared to keep speaking on them. Because you already know these are ones that are going to go beyond to find out what's up with you. To go on smash your face in that mud. You see? Because you've been too busy trying to smash somebody else's face. Talking about their kids and all that. That's why I say, you talked about Sharita kids and stuff. But look at Sharita kids. They're nothing like yours. They ain't you take their platforms to come out here and be acting no plum fool. Talking about you, trying to retaliate and spit venom at you. Or your girls or none of that. Because they could care less. When you're being successful and you're doing positive things, you could care less about that type of stuff. You see, that's how we know your girls ain't on no positivity for real. And Day, boy, I'm telling you, she just like you. She a little evil something. Now, Nana, she fake. She fake. But but she is, you know, preferring to try to further herself than just stay stuck. Like y'all just over you and Day been over there just stuck. You see, y'all ain't evolved in no type of way other than you coming out here getting a dang on YouTube channel. That's it. But what other kind of evolution have we seen? Like I say, you don't give back. You ain't feeding no homeless with none of that good money you over there getting. You ain't around here giving back to your supporters. You know, like I say, that Christmas fund, that was another fraud. That helped you come up. You got a brand new car, honey. You sent your daughter off to college. You see what I'm saying? And you gave them a little chunk change out of that. You see? That wasn't nothing to you because you had made so much. But around there talking about what Treese made off of her truck. Treese gave a truck away. We already knew everybody wasn't going to win. Everybody knew when they put their 65 in there, they wasn't going to win, but they were playing for a chance. That's like going on a boat. That's like playing the lottery. You ain't going to win all the time. But at least they're trying. They tried to put their name in the pot just in case they might get pulled. You see? Then when the woman got the truck, you went around and still said this girl lying. That lady ain't somebody she knew and all kind of old bull crap. Instead of just letting that woman be blessed with what she's been blessed with. And Treese go on about her life and mind her business like she's been doing. But not you. You do everything right, don't you? You was the one scamming for Christmas. You gave your grandkids and stuff a beautiful Christmas off the backs of somebody else. Off the backs of somebody else. And that's you, supporters. That's you over there, you guys. I'm talking about you. But Roz, it sucks to be you, baby. And like, I mean, I've been hearing you say I never for so long. Guess what? I would never. And when I say it with authority. I would never be a woman like you. Never. Never. Not at all. But I'm going to go. Because, like I say, I don't want to do things on the weekend, but I just had to come say something to you because I know you over there feeling it. You feeling it. Your stomach is turning. Your head is hurting. And you're going to have to keep on coming out here defending yourself. But versus defending yourself, just get that breath of fresh air and tell the truth. So you can see who's with you and who's not with you, and you can go on start over and go on about your business somewhere else and get on up out this sector. Cause we don't want you. We don't want you. We don't need you. You ain't no good for nobody. You ain't even good for yourself. You're not even good for your children. Cause like I said, I can't believe you had your kids around there jumping on your man because he defending you, cause your son around there smacking you up and flipping you down. All in front of your family members being totally disrespectful. That's why you feel it's okay for your girls to be disrespectful around elders and stuff like that. Knowing that your following is they following. They ain't got nobody young over there following them. They were all they followers. Then I heard a little something. Folks is passing away that's coming from your team and been good supporters. And y'all better take a look at that, y'all, for them ones over there still all hunky-dory with this old bull crap. God don't like ugly and ain't too fond on beauty. He sits low. He sits high, looks low, and he knows all. So it ain't nothing y'all over there getting away with. We just serve a God that wants to give us a chance. And you guys better hurry up and take that chance and go on about y'all business. Because as y'all see, folks is dropping like flies. Life too short. Life is too short. Tomorrow ain't promised to anybody. So versus spending your time on negativity, try to spend it on something positive, something meaningful, something memorable. Because this right here is nothing anybody wants to remember. No one wants to remember that. This is the way you at 60 and 70 years old was out here acting. It's sad. It's real sad. But Roz, you continue on, honey. Because like I say, I'm here for it. It's commentary. Go on. You give me some commentary. You see? And I'm going to talk about you because you talked about everybody else. I ain't going to come out here and be trying to be disrespectful to my supporters and my elders. But, baby, I'm going to talk about you. You better believe it. So, you have a happy Easter Sunday. Tomorrow is Resurrection Sunday. Try to calm it down. Just take that day and just do nothing but praise the Lord. Just praise the Lord. Thank Him for coming back. Because I'm telling you, thank God for Jesus. Because if Jesus had not came, I'm telling you, we would have all been swamped up out of here real quick. Because God didn't play. You read the Old Testament. God did not play. Didn't feel no sympathy for nobody when you out here doing wrong. You see? But He sent us a saving grace. Try leaning on Him. Try leaning on Him. Try looking to Him. So you can try to get your act together, woman. But yes, to my supporters, I had to come out here with this video. And like I say, I wasn't feeling too good yesterday. Me, myself, actually, I was in my feelings, Like I say, my loved ones are not around for the holidays. My old man is gone, and it's been a long 14 years. And grief goes in stages, and some days you can just feel amazing, and then some days just something will spark a memory, a song, or just, like I say, with the holidays coming and wishing you had your loved ones around, but God, that's all I'm going to say. But God is a healer. God is a comforter. He has always been here for me. You see what I'm saying? To get me through. You see, and I'm just thankful and I'm grateful. So today, like I said, I woke up feeling a lot better. I had my doctor's appointment to go do my little MRI. And I came home and I cooked a beautiful dinner for my children tomorrow. So we can have us a good day. We can enjoy Easter. Made up these baskets, and grant you, I'm making baskets for big old kids. It's just one grown to be exact. But it's just a tradition of mine. And it's something that I'll always do, even when I go into having my grandchildren. It's just something I just can't stop, after you've been doing something for so long. And that's just me. That's just who I am as a mother. I'm a nurturer, I'm a lover, and I love hard. I truly love hard. But anyhow, like, share, subscribe, Cut on your post notifications for the next video, because I am, when I do our review on SWV for the finale, I want to tell y'all, if y'all haven't already heard, about what Tamika is saying and what SWV is saying about Escape. I mean, boy, black folks can't get along to save their life. This is just a dirty shame. But all right, guys, I love you all, and you guys enjoy the rest of your evening. I'm going to kick back and enjoy mine, and have a blessed, peaceful, relaxing Easter. Thank you all. Talk to you later. Catch you later. Bye-bye.